Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all, as this is one of the last speeches. So for the next half an hour, I want to answer the question, how to increase the revenue through special offers. And it will be based on the game named Hunt Royale. And it will be a business case because I want to show you the real data and the impact on the revenue through the offers. So, I'm Michał Korekt. I'm a product owner at Boombit. I'm also lead at monetization team from BoomQuest. I was one of the youngest university's lecturers in Poland. I love conferences, though it's my first time on stage. So it will be funny because I'm a stutterer also. So sorry for any of those awkward moments. But moving on, Boombit is one of the top mobile companies. We work like across all the genres. We have 300 of people on board and more than 1.3 billion of the downloads to this date. And also we have a BoomQuest, which is a department that focuses on mid-core games, as well as tools like machine learning. You can Michał and Hubert spoke about that before, also about the monetization design. So I want to start with a few facts about Hunt Royale. So it's an action RPG mid-core mobile game that generated more than $30 million in the revenue. That was installed more than 8 million of times, and the current user base is around 1 million of monthly active users. Where the game is in the development size 2020, and it was launched like from 2021. And that's the revenue of the Hunt Royale. And I want to speak about this time. So those are the months where we approach the monetization in a different way as a BoomQuest. So yeah, let's talk about that. But first, speaking about the special offers, I think one of the crucial things, one of the most important things is paying depth, which is basically sum of all resources you need for maxing out the game. So imagine you have a fresh install and it's all the resources, values, hunters, skins, everything in value in US dollars. And in Hunt Royale, it's around 80K of dollars. And here are some examples from other games in the market. Yeah, those are the videos. I didn't send the accesses, so hopefully they will work. So let's see. Okay, that's the one. So that's the like I wanted to start with the left one. This is the next layer of the progression in Hunt Royale. So those are the dungeons, and basically you have 5 dungeons where 4 of them are having their like equipment, and those equipment are having from 3 to 5 levels of rarities, as well as you can attach power stones to them. Yeah. So we should start with this one. So Hunt Royale is game mode based. So we have different game modes, events, and also is hunter based. So we have almost 70 hunters, and we are adding 1 hunter each month. Not allowed music. Okay. And also on the right side, you can see some resources from the game. So soft currency, hard currency, some just normal one, but also dungeon gems. So each dungeon is having their currency, as well as we have like tickets and event currencies and much more. On the downside, you can see the power stones. So we have 6 power stones with 6 different levels of rarities, like levels. So all of this creates the paying depth around 80K of dollars. And I think that's kind of crucial in order to understand why there is a big potential in special offers in like action RPG games, or like overall the games that are having a big depth. So as I know, I have most of your attention from the very beginning. I want to start from the offers which work the best in our case, and those are event offers. So those are basically the spikes that event offers created lately. Um, And also ARPDAO in like on average increased by 80% in comparison to previous record in the history, which is this one. And that was new update with the content, as well as most importantly, monthly revenue increase by 40 to 70% depending on the month. So the first iterations you can see from Black Friday, Christmas, and New Year's Eve, some few offers in like packages. You can scroll them through arrows. But the next iterations are kind of more heavy. So we have basically hub of offers, I would say. So as you can see, we are selling skins, perks, soft currency, hunter cards, basically everything we have in the game. So let's see a video how this looks like. So here's the hub. So you can scroll through the offers and you can look like into them. So we wanted to cover all the user needs. I will deconstruct this in the next slide. So why event offers? So the offers are connected to the events. So basically we have each month we have an event like Easter, Christmas, and etc. And each time you can earn event currency through playing like different game modes or dungeons, and this currency can be exchanged for hunter. So you have each month for those events also hunters that are mostly very good, as well as you can have some exclusive skins or IAPs. And here on the, can I go back to? No, I cannot. Okay, so I will just say, so on the very bottom of there, you can see there's an IAP. So back in time, we could sell we had only one IAP for selling the event currency, and it was for $10. So we added more diversification in price point. So we added for $5 and for $20, and only this change increased the revenue just from events by double. But that's just on the site. That's not an offer. So let's start with the initial idea for the event offers. So the initial idea was to cover all the user needs, have a big discount, but only once a month, and to be manually picked because we knew what are the needs of a user. So let's start with an input, and the most important thing in those offers was the have a double segmentation. So we wanted to segment users by spenders and by a progression. I will talk about that on the later on because we also make some iterations there. Match all user needs. So basically think about, okay, so what are real user needs? What user need in the different levels, in playing different meta, dungeons, because the content in Hunt Royale is around 2 years. So there's a bunch of meta things. And just some obvious ones, so just better discounts via the economy. The output, what we get is from the first iteration, you could saw like Black Friday and etc. So we had like from 5 to 10 offers per user, which is around 100 to 200 unique offers per the event. And the next iteration, so the Easter one and stuff, it's from 20 to 50 offers per user, so this whole hub, and it gives us around 1K of unique offers. So the segmentation, it's like the most important one. So the baseline, as said, we started from the progression and spendings. And the progression we divided for all users, newcomers, advanced users, and end game users. So just basic one. The spendings, so we basically divided users for a few different levels based on spend and low-end patterns, like is user buying small packages, big ones, and etc. And after time, we had some iteration on the spending one, so we changed it to dynamic. And dynamic means we were checking user behavior constantly, all the time. We added twice more segments, and we tried to target all the user spending patterns. And here, what we do, we check the frequency of spending of users. Also, we see the history. So an example, like user was paying like 2 months ago, but he stopped. So we lower down a tier automatically to convert him. Okay, so we're trying to all the time be up to date with how's going up with the user. And the result from this iteration is just from the first offer. So the system was not learned yet. So the big price points for $50 and $100 increased by 80 to 100%. And after a while, when the algorithm learned the user behavior, the revenue increased from those offered by 40%. Yeah, and it's long-term game. Yeah, so it will be learning more and more in time. So this should be more accurate in time because we will know more about the user and his patterns and behaviors. The next iteration is the content and UI iteration, which is also so important. So yeah, that's the baseline. So what we wanted to have is to have the most resources available in the offers, because back in time we haven't that in the system. We wanted to create the packages of resources up to 8 items, so 8 items into one package because we have a bunch of the resources, as well as we wanted to have many offers at once. So as you can see, those dots here, so you can have the arrow and click it through. And the first iteration, just after a few days, we just gave more offers. There's also like A/B test there. So more offers to have a better user needs and also better order of offers per the segment. So for example, for the end game users, the first offer were like some gachas with the equipment or some end game resources. As for the newcomers, is maybe soft and hard currency. And the result of it was plus 30% of payers. So next iteration, this one, the hub of offers. So we added all the resources to the offers, so perks, skins, hunters, as this requires more development time. But as you can see, we had it like within 1 month. And also we have a small and big package. So on the left one is small one, on the big one is on the right is the big one, and also the big one, of course, is having the better X value, so the discount for the offers. We had an also A/B test there, like, is it better to have a small and big package or just a row of the offers? The result is not conclusive, maybe on a little bit advantage for small, big package. So the users are more eager to pay for the better X value. And the result of it is plus 15% of payers on top of previous iteration, as well as revenue record in the history. So the biggest spike is also for the Lunar New Year. Offers generator, we have a dark mode, yay. Yeah, so how to handle all the offers, like JSON's offers, like 1K of offers? You have to process it. So we created in-house generator for offers that can be used also in like other games. That's giving us the option of creating all the offers and connecting all the resources, creating the packages, values, and etc. And after some time, we had some like iteration with automation and offers calendar and JSON storage. Because the first iteration was painful. Like we had to click through all the offers, like 1K of offers or 200 of offers, and it was days of clicking, I would say. But the next iterations, we optimized the time by more than half. So right now, creating those offers is 1-2 days max. So A/B testing, on top of what I said before, the hypothesis, the HO, is the lower amount of offers will create better revenue. We had some discussions in the team, like, yeah, you are like overwhelming the users, and what's going on? Like, that's too much. No, that's never too much. So here you have the results from the Firebase. I will not go deeper into that because that would take like whole call. But yeah, it's better to have more offers. So what is happening behind the scenes is basically the users who are free to play or are not engaged players will just like exit there, and they are not interested. But those who are spenders, they really like to see all the offers, the connections between like Dragon Dungeon gems with Yeti Dungeon gems, Yeti Dungeon, blah 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 blah, bunch of mixes. Yeah. Yeah. So that was the event offers. The next type of offers, in our case, are dynamic offers. And here's again the revenue, and those are the spikes. But honestly, you can see the dynamic offers throughout whole the game. You have around 2 years then. in the game. And some of you who work more with monetization right now probably have the question in your mind, like why those offers, the dynamic offers, are lower than manually picked. And the reason behind that, there are basically two reasons. The one reason behind that is in the dynamic offers, are selling gameplay-wise things like hunters, perks, and skins. And in the event offers, we are selling the resources for endgame. So it's coming to the paying depth. So most of the paying depth are the endgame resources. So that's the one point why the event offers are working much, much, much better. And the second one, it's not kind of updated, like it's not up to date because right now we are connecting it to machine learning. So yeah, I'm happy to see it's in time. So the visuals, and that's how they look like. Basically, there's a bunch of options for the offer. So here are just a few of them. So you can see a perks there. So perks are basically a permanent abilities you can attach to the hunter. We are also selling the hunters and hunter cards, and yeah, a bunch of stuff there. So let's start again with initial idea. So the initial idea was to create the system that will create offers that dynamically, and dynamically means we don't have to click anything, we don't have to make them. The system will create it by itself. And we want to make them personalized by user behavior. So what does it mean? Dynamically created by system, yeah, obvious already. And also, you had three types of bundles in a weekly rotation. So those offers are working for 3 days from Friday to Sunday. And each week they are focused on different things. So once they are about hunters, the next time about perks and etc. Segmentation just by spenders because the progression within hunters is not there. So just this. And user behavior. And user behavior, in this case, what we're tracking is, for example, what was the last hunters played in last 3 days or in last week? What kind of hunters user is looking for in the store or in a selection mode? What is the level of hunters? So we are trying to see what user is eager to buy. And the output is more than 100K of offers. So imagine each week user gets one of 100 of 1,000 options. That's crazy amount. It's because of the perks, skins, all the resources. So it's a bunch of stuff. And the result is the revenue uplift by 12%. Yeah, this is supposed to be attention breaker, but I think I'm a nerd if I show the data as an attention breaker. So yeah, for me, that's a life-changing. The correlation is not the causation, it's my mantra. I will be speaking about this whole life, I guess, because it changed how you perceive the life, so that's crucial. But going back to offers, VIP membership, initial idea. So VIP membership is basically a subscription offer, and we had it back in time. You can see it on the screen. And the idea was to rework the whole shop. So we were reworking the offers in the shop and UI and etc. And we wanted to make the VIP membership our top one placement because we were adding new battle pass because we have two of them. So we wanted to create the VIP membership as our top one placement, and because also it is a subscription, so it's better fees. The inputs here you can see the updated version. I will talk about visuals in a minute. So what we changed, we added better economy, and I would say not better economy, but adjusted to the game. So in last 2 years, the subscription was not updated, and the paying depth increased by a lot, adding new dungeons, new content, and stuff. So we just adjusted the values to the current environment. We also added the subscription for 3 and 6 months. So back in time, you only had the option for 1 month. So the longer you want to, the better is the price. Also, we added a tutorial for 3 days. We had some insight from other games from Boombit that the trial helped to grow the sales in subscription from 10 to 20%. So we also just wanted to have it. new visuals, and from the new visuals you can see basically new icon. From those small icons we have bigger icons that are scrolling. I'm sad that I don't have a video, but by the default it's just scrolling all the time. You can also point there and look it through. And also if you click on the offer, it's not buying as it is in this example, but it's showing you the whole UI with a list of things you will get as a subscription. New name, being a subscriber or being a VIP membership member, I guess it's obvious one. So it's a psychological trick, I would say. And some vanity stuff like a title, VIP member with stars, goldish name, and etc. The outputs we get is that's tricky one, because it's hard to pick the metric for the subscription. So what I pick in this case is a percentage IAP share from the subscription and IAPs. So it increased about 44%. So what does it mean? If we have, let's say, 10% of revenue share from subscription in all the IAPs, it means that right now we would have 14.4. Worth to remember, and that's also one reason why we wanted to make it our top one placement. As you can see here, it's number one. The subscription fees are 15%, not 30 as in usual IAPs. Sorry, Mariusz, Google. And also what we get, also what we get is the yeah. I'm not invited anymore. So also what happened in the community, that was kind of nice thing. So the community was very happy because they feel we are not greedy, because in last months we were just adding more discounts, more offers, and here we didn't change the price. We did nothing there. We just adjusted the offer to the current environment. So they were very happy, as it boosted their engagement, and our Discord, which is a kind of big one, was in shock and was on fire. The Nox offer. So we have a seasons if each month. So each month there's new season, and with the season we get new hunter. So each month we are introducing new hunter to the game. And the initial idea was to use archetype to satisfy the whole audience. So you have your audience. So mid-core games, casual games, and etc. Then you go deeper. So your audience could be like RPG games or match-3 games and etc. But archetypes are going even deeper. So the archetypes like achievers, completionists, socializers, and etc. So of course, all of those archetypes are having different needs, and they want different things, not only to buy, but only to play. But also to play. So this is an offer that we show on day 0 and day 1 as a new season starts. And we sell the hunter cards that are needed for upgrading the hunter, and the perks, which are one of the most important things within the gameplay, because there are free slots, so you can have a free perks that will boost your hunter. And this is for those users who, on day 1 or on day 0 want to go to the lobby, to the clan hall, because we have a clan hall where you can see all the guild members, and they want to just flex. Yeah, I have a max hunter on the day 0, yeah, and you even like unlock it. So those are those users, and it's a small group. But this small group generated the ARPDAU uplift about 11 to 20% from the day 0 and day 1, and those are the biggest spikes because that's where the new hunter is released. Also, we had the UI rework. So initial idea was to rework the UI. Nothing unexpected here, and it is within the shop rework. So the VIP membership also, that was reworked at the same time. So back in time you had a premium pass, which is the first battle pass in the game, and you can see we have a Vlad, which is a hunter. So you unlock this when you pay, and probably some chests and stuff, but we are not sure. So we wanted to change it. So right now you really know the value. You have the new icon, and this is scrolling. Yeah, so you can scroll it and stuff. And I was shocked by the result, honestly, because the result was the conversion increased by 52%. And what does it mean? It means if you would sell, for example, 10% of monthly active users are buying it, then 15% would buy. So it's not percent point. Gems offer, which is the next type of offer we have in Hunt Royale. And the idea behind it was to have a feature that will boost also engagement and retention, because like how many offers we can give with the discounts? Like everyone is exhausted with it. So let's do something new. So here's some sketches I've made in the office, and our input was to have few psychological effects like scarcity. So offer is available only from time to time. In our case, it was around 2 times a month. A desire effect. So you can only choose one resource out of few. So here you can see those are the gems. So this is a hard currency. Those are the gems from the dungeons. And you can only pick one, as you can see here. So a desire effect. Then economy, just better X value. That's because you have to log in the other days. So it should be rewarded. And customizable options. So user can pick the price by himself. So we have 3 price points. And the result, the ARPMAU, because it was in the month, increased by 10%. Also, here this should be removed. It's kind of like old one. We not having any more interstitials. We did a big A/B test about that. I'm happy to speak about this later on, or maybe on next GameCamp. So the next offers, yeah, many of them, basic offers. So I want to say the leverage or low-hanging fruits. I love the idea. So what we wanted to do is basically to use what we have on our hands. And I love the idea of having the highest here, the highest impact to the lowest efforts, and not because I'm lazy, because I want to grow. And the idea was to not create anything new. Yeah, maybe I'm lazy, but also adjusting the offers frequency. So just showing more offers in time. And those are the offers. So you can see also the gems offer or the global offers like soft currency plus some dungeon gems or some hunter plus hunter cards and etc. And the result of it was ARPMAU increased by 20% just from adding more offers. And here you can see a chart on the revenue. You probably know which one is after increasing the frequency. So those are the spikes that are created just because of a new frequency of offers. And we were thinking like, what's the limit? So daily offers, nothing shocking. So we wanted to use the knowledge from basic offers, let's say, and create some system for daily offers. So again, low-hanging fruits. You don't have to create something new, something spectacular. So our input was to create offers calendar to really know what kind of offers we can have, what kind of X value we should have, because the economy is very crucial. So we created a calendar where we have different offers, and like Easter offers are the event offers. So those are the offers I show you at the first place. So daily, we have some offers that are connected to different types of things. And the result of it was the monthly revenue increased by 10 to 20 percent on top of what the basic offers created. So, having all of this in mind, based on our experience and insights, I want to answer the question: how to improve the revenue with special offers? The most important thing in our case was the user segmentation is the most powerful one, and especially the double one. So you really divide it and deconstruct the user account. Using the potential of paying dev is also crucial to really understand the user needs, because you can check the spread. So for example, 20% of the paying dev is coming from the end game resources and 80 is from the just beginning, which is of course not true. But having in mind all of it, and you can see the spread and the distribution basically of the gameplay and of the content throughout the paying depth, this leads you to really understand the needs and what you can offer the users. Leverage the game economy, so X value or discount, you name it, but be careful and have in mind the paying depth to not overlap. Take advantage of A/B testing and data analysis. And I show you some results from data from like A/B testing, and this help us increase the number of players or to understand the user needs or behaviors, but also data analysis is crucial. So an example, in our case, we had a bug, some item that generated around 8% of revenue from offers was not showing up in the game. And we didn't know that because you have hundreds of or more offers in the game, so you don't know it. And you can only know it from the data analysis. So this is kind of crucial. Catch low-hanging fruits. In our case, it was from 30 to 40% of improvement for monthly revenue for just using what we have on our hands. We spent a few hours on it. Last but not least, UX UI is important. That's obvious one. But honestly, I didn't understand how important is it in terms of the factor value to cost. In our case, I can give also an example. We reworked the battle pass in last year, and we added quests. So creating quests, bunch of design. Creating the development time, also bunch of stuff. Then you have to fix those quests because there's a lot of them. And this change gave us the same result that just changing the UI in the shop. So changing the UI in the shop is like 1 week of an art and dev team, and creating a quest was like 1-2 months. So yeah, it's very important. And I know I could go much deeper into the data, and honestly, I would love to because I love data. But in this talk, I wanted to focus more on impacts on from different offers. I'm very happy to speak more about the data on the after party or on the next GameCamp. That's all.
Thank you very much for it was a great presentation. Actually, we have like the few questions. We are a bit late with that with time, but I think we can take some. Is the
Okay.
calendar visible to the users as well?
No. But they can understand the pattern of the calendar. So we have a Discord that accumulates around 60K of users, and they really know the game, sometimes even better than we. So
do you have the light mode?
no, we started with the dark one. We real developers.
Did you analyze the potential cannibalization caused by the new VIP membership?
Did you analyze the potential cannibalization? But what kind of cannibalization? Because what we change in the economy, I guess someone who asked this question is referring to the economy and to having the better values, so adjusting it. What we gave is the better values for drop rates. So the subscription is giving you the option for better drop rates for the items, for the chests, for the resources. So we adjusted it. So we are not worried about it because user is paying it with time. So it boosts more engagement than cannibalize other IAPs, and we can see it on the revenue chart.
And then did you push the offers via remarketing in some way, or like you just more like focus on the like just trying to increase the baseline?
To increase the baseline, we didn't do any remarketing in those offers.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.